Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our Human Paladin. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we are back in Elwyn, and we are looking to take on the quests in and around the Eastvale logging camp. I've already explored the camp quite thoroughly, so let's head out and start collecting the lumber we need for Supervisor Raylan. And as we collect the logs, we're going to be culling some more local wildlife as well for Guard Thomas. We have prowlers and bears to kill. Already killed a couple of bears on the other side of the lake. Right where we found Malachi's remains. And it's a good head start. The bears are pretty hard to come by sometimes. And this area is typically pretty packed, and I can definitely see some dead bodies already. And not a whole lot of logs to go around either. So these quests might be a little tricky for us. I think we'll be able to get it done. Maybe we can get some of the logs deeper into the forest. Maybe on the other side of the logging camp. Got a couple here. We do need to find Rolf's body, though, at the Murloc village. So why don't we go ahead and take care of that real quick first, and then we can head back. We shouldn't have any other reason to return to the village. It's probably best we just get this out of the way now. It looks like some stuff has been cleared out by some other players, so let's take a look at Rolf's corpse quickly. You find around the neck of the corpse a metal medallion inscribed with the words Footman Rolf Hartford. Now that you have both medallions, deliver them to Guard Thomas at the bridge, so that he might know the fate of his murdered guards. Very well. Let's pull this Murloc back. These guys are going to be around level 10, and they might have the potential to run away when they get to lower levels, so not something I want to take part in for too long. I'm going to take a quick look at the quest log here just to see what we have left. We're going to want to finish Protect the Frontier. We're going to need a few more bears and plenty of prowlers, but the prowlers are in high supply, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And we're going to want to do red linen goods, collect those bandanas, and Princess Must Die. Of course, along with our collection of logs for the supervisor. I have not yet begun to think about where we want to go next for the next episode at the very least. I suppose we could go back to Dunmoreau, but there might be stuff that we can still do in Elwyn, depending on how long it takes to complete this next round of quests. I did mention either the last episode or maybe it was a couple episodes ago that I am not really super interested in taking on the quarry on the eastern end of Dunmoreau. Just probably most of the quests on the eastern side aren't too worth it. We still have to take out the leper gnomes and collect the parts that we need from the enemies outside of Nomagon. But beyond that, I don't know what else is in store for us over in Dunmoreau. When we do head back there, I think it's going to be a situation where we wrap up whatever we can, and then we're going to quickly head into Lochmadan as our first 10 to 20 experience. I tend to like to go to Lochmadan first because it's a little bit safer, at least in the very beginning. Dealing with the kobold and the trogs outside of the Valley of Kings isn't too scary, at least the first round of quests that you deal with. Whereas Westfall, I feel like you run into some stuff pretty early on that can kill you very quickly. The Watchers in particular that roam the fields tend to be quite scary. And they're kind of unavoidable. Picked up a white weapon here in the Billy Club. It's a main hand one-hander, I suppose. Not gonna need it, but should be worth a decent chunk of change. So we're on the other side of the logging camp at this moment, the eastern side. And I don't know if we're gonna find any logs over here. Definitely gonna find more prowlers, maybe even some of those forest bears. But beyond that, I don't think we're gonna get everything that we need. Let's try to take out any of the bears that we see real quick, since they're a little bit more sparse. And we'll take this one out, and then maybe we'll head back over to the other side. Make sure we get those bundles of wood. See one more bear in the distance, maybe we can get to him before anybody else does. Looks like we've got a bit of linen cloth to go through, not too much. Now, where did that bear go? There he is. Of course, somebody, has picked him up. No matter. We only need one more of them anyway. Shouldn't be too difficult. We'll have a chance at them as we head over to the little farm where Princess is, as well as the Defias. I suppose the forest bears aren't that rare. It's just that they're sparse in the area in which you first initially get the quest, which is what most people try to do. They try to wrap it up while they're on this particular section of Elwyn. In reality, if you travel all across the zone, you're going to find plenty of bears scattered about. looks like that is our last bundle of wood. Let's take a look at what we still need for Protect the Frontier. One more forest bear. Perfect. So yeah, we'll head south. We'll take the river on the western side of the logging camp. We'll grab that one bear on the way over to Princess and the Defias. Suppose we could turn in our quest with Guard Thomas for now, for the 2 fallen soldiers that we found.
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Hello, Sedelian. Have you discovered the fates of Rolf and Malachi?
For the Alliance.
You have confirmed my fear, Sedelian. The Murlocs are a threat we cannot ignore.
Be careful.
Tell Marshal Duggan of Malachi and Rolf's deaths, and report to him that the Murlocs in Eastern Elwyn cannot be contained by our current troops present. I know we don't have many troops to spare, but hopefully Duggan can find someone.
Light bless you.
Yep, no problem. Right, and we are just about to arrive at our next destination, the Brackwall Pumpkin Patch. Here to kill some Defias. And a certain infamous pig. And looks like we got our last forest bear here as well. Looks like everybody's dead at the moment, but let's just be careful. I'm sure that they will respawn pretty quickly, especially the named NPCs inside the house. Why don't we go ahead and take out Princess first? Let's target one of the entourage. We'll take the weaker ones out first. Let's get a stun on Princess. See if we can kill this one real quick, and then we'll give ourselves a quick heal. I think we should be okay from this point. I'll toss out another heal real quick. And that should do it. Took about our entire mana pool, but that's okay. We've got the brass collar. I believe we're going to be returning to the Stonefield farm for that one. I'm going to have to remember when we return to Goldshire to pick up some milk to replace this water. This water's just not cutting it anymore. Gotten some use out of it, but it is officially time to retire it for something a little bit more powerful. I'd love to explore the inside of this house a little bit more. There is a chest inside, but it typically contains about 3 enemies. Yeah, all around level 10, so not going to be worth our time unless somebody else swoops in there and takes those kills. Yeah, I'm not interested. If they were like around level 8, I would consider it. See if there's anything else that would be of interest in there. There could be some sort of book, some sort of something. I'm getting really fast respawns right now. I did see another player come to the patch, which makes me feel a little bit better. Looks like quite a few, actually. And it looks like that player had no idea what they were about to get themselves into. Can take on one of them. And hopefully we don't drag the other ones into the fight. Looks like he's going back to kill them. Got hit with the gouge there. It's never fun. Let's head over to the house while they're all down. Again, we'll see how quickly they respawn, but still in combat. I think we have to wait for Mr. Morgan there to pass. Let's grab the chest real quick. Nothing of note in here, it seems. Although, notably, the image of 1,000 Needles seems to be missing. Seems to be in every other home besides this one. And we are about halfway done with our bandanas. We get a cool red shirt. We'll see what the red shirt looks like with what we're currently wearing. Might be able to see it, since we can see a little bit of skin here around the elbow. Our bags are getting quite full at the moment. Should be some nice silver to vendor for. So we're inside another one of these barns. This one actually has a floor to it. Some of them don't. Nice cobblestone. Sometimes you can find a chest in here. Just a constantly respawning bandit seems to be all that we're getting today. Oh my goodness. Hello. Back again. Three times a charm, I suppose. Hopefully she stays down for good for a little bit. Give us a little bit of a chance to get our resources back in order. And it looks like we're looking for one more. And then we're basically done with every single quest at this point. And we're gonna just have to start turning some in. And there we go. Let's head back to Guard Thomas and then the East Vale logging camp. We'll turn in all of our quests and we'll see what the follow-ups are. Guard Thomas might have a quest for Murlocs, maybe. Although that might not come until after we speak with Marshal Duggan back at Goldshire. Cannot remember, as we'll find out in just a moment.
King's honor, friend.
Thanks a lot for the help, Sedalian. Something in the forest must be making these animals so bold. Whatever it is, I hope it stays there.
For the Alliance.
So, no follow-up just yet. I'll have to wait for the return trip, I suppose. It's a little bit awkward coming back out to the East Vale logging camp when you only have like maybe one thing to do, which would be those murlocs. But it might be worth the trip. Gives us an excuse to hang out in the forest a little bit longer.
Light be with you.
Hello, Sarah.
Safe travels.
Ah, these are nice bandanas, if a little rough. Here you are.
Light bless you.
The sash isn't going to do anything for us, but let's try out the shirt. Oh my goodness, that is very red. Yeah, we'll keep it on for now, but we might take it off at some point. I wonder where else you can buy shirts. Maybe there's like a shirts vendor within each major city, I suppose. Stormwind is probably the one known for tailoring on the Alliance side, if I had to guess.
You need something?
Hello, Supervisor Raylan.
Farewell.
Excellent. Thanks to you, I should be able to complete the order in time. To show my gratitude, I would like to offer some coin as compensation for your troubles. Thank you and farewell.
Be careful.
Farewell, Raylan. Of course, gotta look at our quest log this time around, and it looks like we're heading back to Goldshire. We'll use our Hearthstone, since there is a chance that we might end up heading back to the Eastvale logging camp anyway, if we decide to take Marshal Duggan up on his potential follow-up.
What can I do for
Speak
you?
with William Pestle about collecting the kelp.
See you later.
You got them. Good show. Now just one moment while I concoct the potion.
Safe travels.
Invisibility liquor is ready for you, Sedalian.
Hey there.
Take this invisibility liquor to young Maybelle. It should last long enough for her to visit Tommy Joe.
See you around.
Very well. Lots of potions to be had, none of which we can actually utilize. Let's head outside. We're going to speak with Marshal Duggan in a second, but let's repair first and vendor our items.
Greetings.
So that was pretty good. We're at 18 silver. At level 12, I think we might need, we're going to need 10 maybe, 10 silver to purchase the next rank. I think the Paladin trader might actually be right outside. Let's actually speak with him. Yeah, Brother Wilhelm.
Greetings.
So we're not getting that until 14. I don't know if we care about Blessing of Wisdom though. We typically pick this up if you want to buff other players, but I think we're going to be sticking with Blessing Might on our own, so we can actually kind of ignore this if we want. And I think we definitely will, at least for a while, just because it costs so much silver to update. New rank of Holy Light we'll take at 14, and those are going to cost 20 silver each, so we want to just keep those in mind. Yeah, so Blessing of Might costs 10, so we're going to be looking to get that. Still don't quite care about Seal of the Crusader just yet, but it might come in handy someday, and I don't care about Retribution or at 16, so we don't have too much to look forward to, honestly. Between now and 16, I suppose, is like the next time
Careful.
that we're going to get like maybe more than one ability or upgrade. I guess that's kind of a good thing, which means, you know, we can kind of
What can I help you with?
focus on working on our first full white set, at least completing it. We should be able to complete it very soon. I wonder if we should be checking Stormwind, though. Like, I wonder if there's level 10 pieces that we should be focusing on. I think there was, and I think they were all around like 17 silver though, so I suppose we should just upgrade what we can now. But yeah, there's quite a few pieces that we can upgrade, so let's see, what could we use? We could use the belt, we could use the boots, and the gloves. I think we'll leave it at that for now, so we have enough silver to go ahead and purchase our new upgraded version of Blessing of Might. Feels good to get some new pieces, though, at least.
What can I do for you?
Let's speak with Marshal Duggan. We'll start with Thomas's report.
Go with honor, friend.
This news is troubling. Already our defenses are stretched thin, and losing Rolf and Malachi to those Murlocs puts us in an even worse position. If things don't improve, there will be fighting in Goldshire by this week's end.
Light bless you.
For your shrewdness and valor, I have a marker here that is good for 1 piece of armor. I want you to take it to Sarah Timberlane at the Eastvale logging camp. Give her the marker, and she will fashion the armor for you. And after you receive it, Sedelian, use it in the defense of Elwyn. The Eastvale logging camp is beyond Guard Thomas's post to the east. Yep, no pieces that we can actually use, but we'll take it for now. It's going to put a quest item into our inventory, but I think we might want to head back that way anyway. We might just take on the Murlocs. For the Jasper Lode Mine, kobolds at the Jasper Lode Mine, you say. Curses. The situation is worsening by the minute. Thank you for the report, Sedelian, but I wish that the news you brought was good news.
Go with honor, friend.
The garrison on our western border sends word of increasing gnoll and thief activity. They're requesting we send more Stormwind soldiers, but we just don't have any to spare. If you can help, we could use it. Go and speak with Deputy Rayner at the Westbrook garrison and see what he needs done. The garrison is down the road to the west. After you cross the bridge over the small brook, it will be to the right.
For the Alliance.
Yep, we can take that too. That is okay with me. We're back up to 22 silver. I don't know what we turned in that gave us that much silver, but yeah, we got 7 silver from that, 3.5 silver from that, so that's great. Let's check the armor again. Don't need the leggings, we need the bracers, and I think that's
Light
it.
bless you. What can I do for
That
you?
might be the completion of our first full white set. We don't have a white cloak. We used to, but this gray cloak is honestly better than most of the white cloaks we've seen. You know, I'm starting to wonder, can you get shoulders and headpieces that are white and gray? I would think so, right? I would also think that it would be quite a long time before you do run into one of them. I definitely want to update our weapon. I don't think we can do that here, though. Yeah, we're going to have to go to Stormwind most likely for that. Maybe towards the end of the episode we can check that out and see if it's a possibility. I suppose it depends on where we are at the time, because we are going to have to do quite a bit of running. So what we're going to do now is we'll take care of the escape. Princess Must Die. We'll turn those 2 in. We should be level 12 at that point. We can return to Goldshire and pick up our new rank of Blessing of Might. And then from there, we might be heading back to the Eastvale logging camp, I would think. So, which is fine with me. We can take a nice stroll down the main road. It'll be a nice little break. We've had plenty of combat so far this episode. Now I'm delivering this to Maybell. Correct? So we're going to the vineyards. It's going to be on the eastern side. And if I remember correctly, I believe Maybell's in the house on the other side of the farm. Lots of people on the vineyards today. Hello,
Hey
Maybell.
there. Have a good one.
Oh my. I feel guilty deceiving my family, but my feelings for Tommy Joe are too strong to ignore. Thank you, Sedalian. I'll drink this liquor as soon as I have the chance and sneak away to my love. And for you, please take this.
See you later.
Thank you for level 12. You know, I've never actually stayed to see what happens when she takes it. She actually just like completely vanishes. I wonder how long it takes for her to return to this spot. Like if somebody needs to turn in the quest. Yeah, okay. Only like a few seconds. It would be kind of funny if she had some dialogue after she came back that said something along the lines of, "Damn it, it didn't work," or something like that. That's the kind of humor I would have expected to see in a vanilla quest text. Or just basic overworld dialogue. So we got Turn In Princess Must Die now. This is going to be with good old Mildred, I believe her name is. Ma Stonefield. And we're not getting anything in particular from this. Oh, you know what? We didn't have to buy those light mail bracers, huh? Interesting, okay. I guess we could have waited. It's not too much silver
Hello.
wasted, so it's okay.
Farewell.
Thank goodness. That pig was getting so big, she'd have eaten our whole crop. Thank you, Sedalian. Now, do either of these suit you? Well, this one does,
Be
but
careful.
unfortunately I already have something that is just as powerful. I wonder if this looks any different. Doesn't look like it. I don't think we can see our bracers. So let's swing by Goldshire. Let's get that new rank. And I guess we're heading to the Eastvale Logging Camp. I've got the cloth and leather armor to turn in. And I imagine at this point, Guard Thomas is going to have that quest for us to work on the Murlocs, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, then we're going to go on quite a long run for not a whole lot of payout. We'll see. And we are back in town. Let's go ahead and vendor
What are you looking for?
the few things that we have. Back up to 20 silver, which is nice. Oh, we've got a quest from Brother Wilhelm. I would have expected to see this at level 10, but I guess we've got it at level 12.
Well met. Be careful.
The Tome of Divinity. Greetings, brother. The Thorian Rahl, one of our most influential paladins, was speaking about you recently. I overheard him talking about how it was time you would be put to the test some, along with some very complimentary things about how well you've performed thus far. If I were you, I'd head to Stormwind and speak to him when you have the time. I'm sure he's in the Cathedral of Light. That's where he spends most of his time.
Go with honor, friend.
We'll pick it up. You know, I think we'll just do it. I think some of these quests, I know one of them is going to give us our resurrectability, which is obviously completely useless. Oh, let's get our new rank first.
Light be with you.
One of these quests is going to give us that, while the other one that we're going to get at some point soon is for a weapon. Yeah, I think it's a blue weapon in particular. Nothing that we can actually use, of course. And it sends us kind of like all over the place, like all over the map. But I think that would be kind of cool. I think I would kind of like doing that. I don't think I've ever done that quest before, and even though we're not actually going to use the weapon, it would be fun to read the quest text for that. I think there's probably a lot of flavor to it, I would imagine. Especially since we're a paladin. Paladins get a lot of love in the Warcraft universe, I feel like. And vanilla should be no exception. Alright, I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to take the chance. I'm expecting, or at least hoping, that Guard Thomas has a quest for us to take out some Murlocs. If not, we will turn in the cloth and leather armor quest. And then if we have the time, I think we'll just head straight over to Stormwind. So we can start this class quest. And so we can check out the vendors as well. I want to see what kind of weapons and armor we can start looking to work towards. The weapon's going to definitely be the most important next step. Looks like we're just about to pass the Tower of Azora again, so it shouldn't be too long. This run from Goldshire to the Eastvale logging camp is actually not as long as you think it is, even though Elwyn is a pretty sizable zone, I would say. It's pretty big compared to a decent amount of them in the game. Right, I can see Guard Thomas now, and he does have a quest marker. Thank goodness. I think it probably would have made a little bit more sense if Marshal Duggan heard, or at least read Thomas's report, and then told you to come back to him so that you can deal with the Murloc threat.
Well met.
But they kind of expect you to just find this, and you get a weapon of choice here for this quest. But not a two-hander, unfortunately. Alright, so bounty on the Murlocs. The Stormwind army has placed a bounty on Murloc lurkers and foragers in Elwyn. Slaughter them and bring me their torn Murloc fins, and the Stormwind army will reward you well. The Murlocs have built a village at Stone Cairn Lake north of here, and another to the south where the stream forks.
Go with honor, friend.
Yes, the one to the south is around the darkened bank. So we get our choice. I feel like I take on the ones by Stone Cairn Lake all the time. So why don't we head south then? I'm glad that we got to read that, because it's something I never think about. I never think about the Murlocs to the south here. I guess the good and the bad thing about this camp is there's not going to be a lot of players around, probably. Can be a good thing in a sense that you feel a little bit safer, but also sometimes a bad thing because you also get more respawns, I would think. This is a section of the map that I would not expect to see, above average respawn rate. I should say below average, a quicker respawn. Let's try to stay away from the main part of the village here. We'll stay on the outskirts a little bit. See if we can get away with that. So we're scoping out the other side of the river here, and it looks like they're decently spread apart, at least enough that we can kind of pull them at least to this side and a little bit out of the way. So I feel reasonably safe about at least this middle section here. But we'll try to keep our distance away from the huts themselves. It's when they tend to gather up into clumps. It's a little bit harder to pick them apart. We've got two here. I think we can take them. I'm just going to let our resources regenerate just a little bit more. Probably check to see if I'm actually killing the right ones here. Okay, we just simply need torn Murloc fins. Got it. Which we've just picked up our second one, so it doesn't matter what Murlocs we kill. I suppose there could be a different, essentially a different spawn rate, maybe. Or a drop chance, I should say. But I'm not going to concern myself with that. It's not going to matter too much. Two-handed crude bastard sword and the plans for a copper chain vest. Cool. That's a lot of silver there from one Murloc. I think these foragers can heal themselves every once in a while. I think they're carrying around like potions with them or something. I think that's the thing, or what their ability says. It's kind of cool, I guess. There's not too many enemies in the game that you really see utilizing potions. But it would make sense for a forager type. Well, looks like we got a chest over here. I'm sure nobody touches this one. Some stuff. We got a cracked short bow out of that. That's going to be worth something. Yeah, we've definitely been pretty lucky so far. Around the weapons and the pieces of gear and whatnot. Hoping that our next weapon upgrade doesn't cost more than like 20 silver. Hopefully. We're starting to run out of the easy pickings. Looks like we got a couple of stragglers over here, a bit far away from the village. It's crazy how close you can be if you're the player that decides to head south to this Murloc village, how close you are to Duskwood. You might be thinking to yourself that you want to take a quick look and explore that side and then quickly get annihilated by one of the wolves or spiders along this darkened bank. And boy, would that happen quickly. Forgot that you have this other tower here as well. Let's check this one out too. Although I don't know if this one is friendly or not. This one might be filled with enemies. But we found some really cool stuff at the Tower of Azora last episode. So maybe we can find something else from this one. Let's try to wrap up the Murlocs real quick. While we're still in the area. We just picked up our first green Journeyman's Staff. Hopefully it sells for a decent amount. Looks like we still need 2 torn murloc fins. Starting to run out of murlocs again. And there's our last torn murloc fin. Guys, I think we're going to make this a little bit of a longer episode, perhaps. Because I definitely want to turn in this one and the one of the Eastvale logging camp at the very least. And I do want to check out this tower. We could save that for the next episode, potentially. Because we do have to do some stuff in Stormwind. Anyway, we want to do a little bit of exploring of the vendors, and we've got a quest to engage with. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll just work on turning in these quests, and then we'll check out this place in the beginning of the next episode. A bit closer to the Eastvale logging camp, so let's go ahead and turn this one in first. It's good to see you again, Sarah.
Need help?
I've been commissioned by the Stormwind Army to supply their people with cloth and leather armor. If you have a marker for me, I'd be happy to make you something.
Go with honor, friend.
Thank you for the marker. Please feel free to pick your choice of armor. Luck to you, brave paladin, and may this armor serve you well. Well,
Safe
it won't serve me well. But maybe it'll serve a rogue or a druid well. Yeah, lots of weapons and armor pieces in our inventory right now to sell. It's gonna be fun watching this number go up. About to pick up a new one as well, another one from Guard Thomas for our work on the Murlocs.
Honor, friend. Light bless you.
You have the Finns? Great. Marshal Duggan is anxious about the Murloc situation in Eastern Elwyn, and I'd like to tell him that it's becoming under control. Your actions have helped realize that.
Be careful.
Doesn't seem to matter which weapon we pick. Alright, so I think we'll handle this stuff in the next episode. And I think that's going to do it for today. We're going to check out whatever that tower is. I forget what it's called, since I've never actually been inside of it, but I have been around it at one point or another, so that'll be fun. We'll head back to Stormwind. We'll head back to Goldshire, I guess, first. Take care of some stuff there, then we'll head back to Stormwind, pick up our class quest. Maybe we'll get a weapon upgrade. That would be very, very nice. And if we have the time, maybe we'll go back to Dunmoreau and wrap up the leper gnomes and anything else on the western side of the zone. As always, I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.